China, a land of ancient wonders and modern marvels. Even the name conjures images of ancient history and far-off lands, with its majestic temples and the iconic Great Wall stretching across the horizon. Yet, in the 21st century, China is anything but distant. Its bustling metropolises like Shanghai and Beijing are at the forefront of global innovation and economic activity. Like an invisible thread, China connects the world. These connections span continents and oceans, weaving a complex web of influence and interdependence. From the clothes we wear, often bearing the ubiquitous Made in China tag, to the phones in our pockets, designed and assembled in Chinese factories, China's presence is felt everywhere. It's in the gadgets we use daily, the toys our children play with, and the appliances in our homes. This isn't just about trade, it's about dependence. Global supply chains are intricately linked to Chinese manufacturing and logistics. The world has grown reliant on China in ways few could have imagined. This reliance isn't accidental. It's the result of decades of strategic planning and investment. Decades of strategic planning and investment have transformed China into an economic powerhouse. Skyscrapers rise from the ground, and factories hum with activity, producing goods for the global market. This new reality brings with it a host of questions. How will this interconnectedness shape our future? What are the implications for global politics and economics? Can the world afford to rely so heavily on one nation? The balance of power is delicate, and the stakes are incredibly high. What happens if those delicate threads of trade and dependence begin to fray? The answers are complex, involving economic, political, and social dimensions. And the stakes are high. The world watches closely, aware that any shift could have far-reaching consequences. Understanding China's rise and the world's dependence on it is crucial for navigating the geopolitical landscape of the 21st century. It's a topic that demands our attention and understanding. The future, it seems, will be shaped in no small part by the dragon's breath. As China continues to grow and evolve, so too will its impact on the world stage. Remember when you bought that inexpensive t-shirt? It felt like a great deal, right? You probably didn't think much about where it came from. Or that gadget that seemed like a steal? It was so affordable, almost too good to be true. Chances are it was made in China. This small tag tells a big story about global manufacturing. China has become the world's factory floor, its manufacturing might unparalleled. The scale and efficiency of Chinese factories are unmatched. This manufacturing dominance is the backbone of global trade. Every day, countless products are shipped from China to all corners of the globe. Raw materials flow in, finished products flow out, and the world's consumers reap the benefits. This seamless process keeps prices low and shelves stocked. But this efficiency comes at a cost. The relentless pace of production takes a toll on workers and the environment. By outsourcing production to China, many countries have hollowed out their own manufacturing sectors. Local jobs have disappeared and communities have suffered. This reliance on China for manufactured goods creates vulnerabilities. Supply chains can be fragile and disruptions can have far-reaching consequences. Disruptions to Chinese production, whether from pandemics, natural disasters, or political instability, can send shockwaves through the global economy. The ripple effects are felt worldwide. This delicate dance of supply and demand, with China at its center, is the defining feature of our interconnected world. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for navigating the complexities of global trade. Cheap labor. It's a term that has become synonymous with the rapid industrialization and economic rise of China over the past few decades. It's a phrase often associated with China's rise. The country's ability to offer low-cost labor has been a significant factor in its transformation. Western companies, seeking to maximize profits, flocked to China, enticed by the low cost of production. They saw an opportunity to reduce expenses and increase their profit margins. This influx of investment fueled China's economic engine, transforming it from a developing nation into a global player. The landscape of Chinese cities changed dramatically, with skyscrapers replacing small houses and bustling markets emerging everywhere. But cheap labor is only part of the story. The real narrative is much more complex and multifaceted. China invested heavily in infrastructure, technology, and education, creating a workforce capable of producing goods at an unprecedented scale and speed. Massive infrastructure projects, cutting-edge technological advancements, and a focus on education have all played crucial roles. This combination of factors, low labor costs, government support, and a skilled workforce, created an irresistible draw for businesses worldwide. Companies were not just looking for cheap labor, they were looking for efficiency, innovation, and reliability. The world, hungry for affordable goods, became hooked on the China price. Consumers everywhere enjoyed the benefits of lower prices, often without considering the broader implications. This dependence on Chinese manufacturing created a complex web of economic relationships, binding nations together in a delicate balance of power. The global economy became intricately linked, with China's role becoming ever more pivotal. Section 4. Power plays. Economic might often translates into political influence, and China is no exception. With its newfound wealth, China has asserted itself on the world stage, challenging the established global order. From trade deals to international organizations, China's voice grows louder. This growing influence is met with a mixture of admiration and apprehension. Some see China as a valuable partner, a counterbalance to Western hegemony. Others view its rise with suspicion, wary of its authoritarian system and assertive foreign policy. The world watches closely as China flexes its muscles, testing the limits of its newfound power. Section 5. Silicon and steel. It's not just t-shirts and toys. China's dominance extends to crucial industries like technology and manufacturing. Need a smartphone? Chances are a Chinese company played a role in its production. From rare earth minerals essential for electronics to the steel used in construction, China's grip on key supply chains is undeniable. This dominance in key sectors gives China significant leverage in the global marketplace. Companies and countries alike are beholden to China for essential components and materials. This reality has sparked a global scramble to diversify supply chains, to find alternatives to Chinese dominance. As Section 6. Beyond the Dragon's Shadow. Breaking free from China's grasp is easier said than done. Decades of outsourcing and dependence have created a complex web of interconnected industries. Finding alternative sources for raw materials, manufacturing, and technology requires time, investment, and a willingness to potentially pay higher prices. Some nations are making strides, investing in domestic manufacturing and forging new trade partnerships. But untangling decades of intertwined economies is a monumental task. The lure of the China price, the efficiency of its manufacturing machine, remains a powerful force. As Section 7. The future is made in. The future of global trade hangs in the balance. Will China maintain its grip on global manufacturing, or will the world find a way to diversify and reduce its dependence? The answer likely lies somewhere in between. China's rise is a defining feature of the 21st century, and its influence will continue to shape the global landscape. The world must find a way to engage with China, to acknowledge its economic might while also safeguarding its own interests. The future will be shaped by those who can navigate this complex relationship, who can find a balance between cooperation and competition in a world increasingly interconnected, yet fraught with uncertainty.